In the glitzy playground of the Hamptons, where oceanfront mansions glisten like mirages, the evolution of the old money lifestyle has been nothing short of a social symphony. This enigmatic world of lavish soirees and polo matches is no longer the exclusive domain of blue-blooded elites. Over time, it's morphed into something fascinating, a cultural kaleidoscope where inherited wealth meets modern ambition. So how did the Hamptons transform from a bastion of inherited privilege into a mesmerizing melting pot of fortunes old and new? Can social hierarchies truly coexist in this extravagant crucible, or is the gilded front merely an exterior for a more profound societal shift? In the fabled realm of the Hamptons, where pristine beaches cozy up to extravagant estates, the saga of old money culture unfolds with all the flair of a timeless novel. Picture a setting where yachts vie for attention, mansions whisper age-old secrets, and generations of families guard legacies with the same intensity one might protect the crown jewels. Our story begins in the late 1600s, when pioneers like the Halseys and Gardners, early European settlers, first graced American shores. Their names now dance through the annals of eastern Long Island, forever etched into the region's identity. From there, these landowners embarked on a journey into agrarian exploits, converting fertile soil into vast farms that embodied self-sufficiency, only rivaled by squirrels proficient in hoarding acorns. But their influence didn't stop at the plough. They fashioned a community-centric landscape, constructing churches, schools, and other institutions. Today, these hallowed grounds bear witness to the evolution of the Hamptons, where vintage charm coexists with contemporary allure. However, the resilience of generational wealth and exclusivity genuinely steals the scene. Enter grand estates like the Gardners' Isle of Wight residence, veritable symbols of their legacy and the Hamptons' own, which the mere mortals can only dream of. Later, the Gilded Age ushered in a tantalizing twist. The likes of Vanderbilt and Morgan brought new money into the Hamptons, mingling with the old money elites in a delightful blend of tradition and modernity. Here, extravagance met innovation, and the Hamptons emerged as a microcosm of America's ever-evolving society, where time-honored rituals harmonize with contemporary gatherings. As we close this chapter, one can't help but wonder, is the allure of old money culture in the Hamptons just a charade of tradition or a captivating dance with the ever-ebbing tide of change? Will it continue to flourish in the face of modernity, or is it perhaps an enduring enigma, an unbroken thread in the ever-evolving fabric of America's high society? The evolution of old money values in the Hamptons is a narrative of gradual transformation, a tug-of-war between tradition and modernity. While the echoes of tradition still reverberate, there's an unmistakable shift toward contemporary expectations. In days of old, self-sufficiency and community were paramount. The early settlers fostered self-reliance through their farming endeavors, and the community was built brick by brick, church by church. The foundations of schools and institutions served as pillars of philanthropy, a testament to the burgeoning wealth of Hampton's families. And they could certainly afford to. So why not? They have the means today, and philanthropy's horizons have expanded, reaching far beyond local institutions. These modern elites are globe-trotting benefactors, championing causes such as environmental conservation and climate change, which some critics suggest has come a century too late. In an era when conserving wealth and preserving bloodlines reigned supreme, the concept of old money values has since evolved. The Hamptons now witness a diverse spectrum of affluence, where entrepreneurial success takes center stage. A more open and inclusive landscape has emerged, reflecting changing fortunes and modern sensibilities. Tech, the harbinger of the future, now permeates old money values in the Hamptons. The world's interconnectivity is embraced, and education and cultural enrichment have become buzzwords. The elite no longer keep their children in traditional molds, but encourage diverse exploration. This forward-thinking approach starkly contrasts the days of yore when wealth was guarded like a treasure chest. As the Hamptons adapt to the digital age, a new chapter in the story of old money values unfolds, one that bridges past and present, tradition and transformation. which would probably have been unheard of back when Cornelius Vanderbilt was skulking around the beaches of Long Island. The evolution of old money traditions in the Hamptons is a captivating tale of transformation and adaptation. The transition from the rigid customs of the past to the inclusive modern era highlights the ever-shifting landscape of this exclusive enclave. In the old days, tradition held an iron grip over the Hamptons' old money families. Social interactions which wouldn't look out of place on an episode of Bridgerton were commonplace, and the preservation of generational wealth was absolutely at the forefront of everyone's thinking. Intermarriage among the elites was the fortress guarding their social stronghold. Exclusivity was the norm, and anything less than the best was inconceivable. However, the winds of change have swept across the Hamptons. While echoes of the past linger, a more modern mindset has emerged. The formalities of yesteryear have given way to relaxed and inclusive social gatherings. Polo matches remain a fixture, but they are complemented by a broader range of interactions that reflect the evolving societal landscape. Philanthropy, once channeled primarily into traditional institutions, has expanded its horizons. Old money families now champion diverse causes, including environmental conservation and healthcare. This shift has redefined the community notion, reflecting a more contemporary and global outlook. Amidst these changes, a charming whiff of legacy still permeates the air. The Hamptons' old money elite continue to embody the long-sighted approach that defined them for centuries. The past and present coexist in a delicate balance, forging a path that acknowledges the allure of tradition while embracing the spirit of adaptation. These traditions serve as a living testament to the enduring essence of privilege and legacy in an ever-changing world. The Hamptons, a playground for the elite, boasts a social calendar brimming with events that showcase the seamless fusion of tradition and modernity. These gatherings provide a window into the captivating world of old money culture and philanthropy, allowing individuals to flex their financial might in front of their peers. At the forefront of this social tapestry is the Southampton Hospital Summer Party, a prestigious soiree where elegance meets philanthropy. It's a coveted event that combines the crème de la crème of old money. While an opportunity to flex financial might, it also reaffirms the Hamptons' elite's commitment to community and positive societal contributions. The party serves as a beacon of inclusivity, offering a bridge between the privileged few and the wider community. The Hamptons' classic horse show adds another layer to the allure, attracting old money and a broader cross-section of society. It exemplifies the evolving inclusivity of Hampton's social gatherings, where tradition and modernity intertwine seamlessly. With its golf courses and elegant luncheons, the Maidstone Club offers an iconic venue for high society. Here, the wealthy elite indulge in activities that trace back centuries, preserving an age-old tradition while subtly adapting to the contemporary era. Amidst the warm Hamptons summer, garden parties, polo matches and art shows abound. These are grand spectacles, networking opportunities, and charitable endeavors, reflecting the Hamptons' evolving ethos. Philanthropy now takes center stage, emphasizing that these elites are not out of touch but remain deeply committed to social causes. These gatherings remain the highlights of the Hamptons' social calendar, reflecting the blend between tradition and modernity that defines this elite enclave. In this world where the privileged intertwine with the community, the allure of old money culture continues to evolve, embracing contemporary values while upholding the spirit of its storied past. A captivating dance unfolds in the heart of the Hamptons, a waltz between tradition and modernity, elegantly orchestrated by the elite old money families who call this enclave home. This intricate balancing act, a true art mastered by a select few, reveals the magnetic allure of the Hamptons' elite. Consider the Halseys, a family whose name reverberates across the centuries. Their ancestral roots run deep, and they've perfected the tightrope walk between past and present. Halsey House, built by Patriarch Thomas in the 1600s, is a living testament to this art. The historic home now accommodates a modern art collection and opens its doors to visitors, bridging the chasm between history and contemporary culture with effortless grace. The Gardeners, another name synonymous with the Hamptons, trace their lineage back to the Halseys. Their commitment to local institutions and philanthropy exemplifies a devotion to tradition, yet they are not confined to the past, boldly addressing contemporary issues. This forward-thinking approach underscores their dedication to the essence of tradition while embracing the pulse of modernity. At the core of this delicate dance is the preservation of culture. Old money estates in the Hamptons have shown they can move with the times without sacrificing tradition. The mantra, "Embrace the future while respecting the past," is etched in the Hamptons elite's DNA. As they navigate an evolving world, these families have proven that heritage can coexist with change. In the Hamptons, tradition and modernity harmonize like a symphony, echoing a timeless legacy in an ever-changing world. As we conclude this tour through the evolution of the old money lifestyle in the Hamptons, one thing is clear. Change has been the only constant in this wealthy enclave. The blue-blooded bastions of yesteryear have found themselves sharing the stage with the nouveau riche, and traditions that once seemed etched in stone have gracefully pirouetted into the modern age. But don't be fooled by appearances. Beneath the shimmering facade, the essence of old wealth remains indomitable. As the Hamptons continue to evolve, one can't help but wonder, has this world of excess and exclusivity indeed adapted? Or is it merely donning a mask of modernity while cherishing its storied past? Will the Hamptons' old money culture remain a beacon of tradition in an ever-changing world, or is it a living paradox where tradition and modernity tango in perpetuity?